kickers to the gather round. Adelaide Oval edition over here. It's going to be an exciting round ahead. I'm your host Stephen from the Goalfest, and this week we have got our special guest in Ricky Walsh, the home of the East Quiche. Here he is here. So what a round. So we do have a quiche in the Goalfest here. So I'm going to be bringing to you our previews for this week.
Where are we today?
We are at the Adelaide Oval. How good is this?
Beautiful,
It is
beautiful.
an absolute cracking ground. Looking forward to the footy, and I reckon Ricky here is going to give us some fantastic predictions here with his Pats hat. I don't know, maybe you get a quiche top at some stage this weekend. Right, let's have a look. So,
Game have we got?
we're going to look at the quiche first up. So we've got the 2 and 2. 2 and 2 East Quiche taking on the 0 and 3 is Don is good.
That sounds very good.
Yeah, so the Quiche had a 1 point loss last week, and is Don is good had an 80-point loss to the Doctor's Vengeance. Look, I think is Don is good. We're looking at their side. They're going to need Isaac Rankin to lift tonight and Saligo to get busy. They're going to be looking for Stringer to continue.
Saligo, never heard of him.
Yeah, he hasn't heard of Stringer at East Quiche, so we're going to have to get him to do something a bit better this week and get him heard. Can we get East Quiche on the back foot? Don is good. Can we do that? And can we get Ben King to return to some good form from the first game of the season? Can Papley and Amati go big against West Coast? These are some of the big questions. Quiche, talk to us about your side. What is this Don is good going to expect from you this week?
It's Don. They're not even here. How can I lose to an opposition that didn't come? Yeah, no. I expect to eat him up, really. Don's no good. I'll take him down.
What about your players? Anyone that...
I don't even know who I got. Who do I have?
I think you've got a bit of Ben Brown. No, Ben Brown. You've got Fridge. Bailey Fridge and Harrison Petty. He might go back to the forward line
yes, tonight I should start well.
I think he'll go to the forward line. Do you reckon?
Yeah, he'll start well. Kick a few goals.
And what
Buried to Don's early.
And what do you make of Jeremy Cameron's handball last week? What's he going to do this week? What's he going to do this week?
Jeremy Cameron, you bastard. Don't handball. That's all I got to say.
So,
Don't remind me.
that cost him the victory. So, Josh Tracy in great form. Harry Jones actually didn't look any good the past couple of seasons. Had some injuries, but has played some good football for the Bulls. And Harry McKay, he's kicked multiples in every game.
Hasn't he learned to kick this year, Harry McKay?
He's
finally learned to mark it, kick straight.
Doesn't do any of these silly 15-metre snaps anymore. For some reason, he's kicking straight through the middle. For me, Hogan and Riccardi also returns. But to go, he needs to hit the scoreboard. I think
Before he hits someone else out of the nightclub.
Yeah, very good. And what about for the Stars outfit? Well, for the Stars, they've got Rochelle tonight. They've got Danaher and McCarthy, 1 goal each last week. We're a little bit off, but I'm expecting them to bounce back. Marshall, plenty of opportunities. And Callum Brown did nothing last game. Well, and last week had a bye, so he's been useless for 2 weeks. So I'm expecting Callum Brown.
5 in the first round, didn't he?
He's been a little bit quiet since. But Callum Brown, he's going to be looking for a great game this week. And Elliot and Mycheck, he's going to kick a multiple as well. My prediction this game is I'm going to be looking. Okay, so next up we've got the 2 and 1 Southeast Scorpions facing off against the 2 and 2 Mangoes. This is going to be an absolute cracking game, but Ricky, you've just corrected me. It's not at the Adelaide Oval. This game here.
The other round was in Asia.
So yeah, it's in Asia. This one. Well, all games are in Asia, but Pickett and Van Ruin need to have a good week. Need to start kicking straight this week, get on the scoreboard, and Paul Curtis playing tomorrow night. He's going to have so many opportunities against a really struggling Brisbane defence who don't have any confidence, have their minds elsewhere. And I'm looking.
Papley walking past.
And we've just seen Tom Papley walk past here.
And the Lizard.
And the Lizard that just snuck around just behind us just now. And Taberner, he's playing here as well. Well, they're all playing here, but Taberner on Saturday, look for him to kick a multiple for the Scorpions. On the Mango side of things, Burgess has been acquired in the past 2 weeks. He will look to continue his good form. Max Gawn, he's also featuring tonight, and we're looking at Ben Keith to absolutely dominate tonight, like he did last year. Gather around, kicked I think 3 or 4 last year against the Blues. I'm looking for the same tonight for him. Both teams last week actually scored 78 points. Both teams
Yeah, not
last
very
week.
good this year, are they? Not
So
very good.
a little bit of mediocrity But I think this game's going to be a high-scoring game, and I'm looking at Jack Ginnivan on Sunday, last game of the round for the Scorpions to kick.
Ducking, what am I?
He's ducking around for Ginnivan to kick the last goal of the game to make this game a draw. My tip is a draw. What's your tip, Rick?
Ginnivan's alright sometimes. But this game's in Asia, yeah? Which way?
Scorpions and the Mangoes.
Yeah, it's in Asia. Here the Scorpions are a bit of a delicacy over in Asia. So the Mangoes are going to feast upon them. Tipping the Mangoes by 19 points.
19 points, alright.
Or 8.
Oh, 8.
It's a lucky number in
Alright,
Asia.
lucky 8.
Go with that.
Next up, we have got the Goalfest, who are 2-2, facing off against the second place Poatina Pirates, who are 3-1, second on the ladder. They have got some absolute cracking players in form, like Neil Bullen playing tonight, career best form. He's going to get a multiple. Tex Walker, he's been a little bit mediocre of late. I think he's going to start well, get a multiple. But Stephen May returns from injury himself. I'm going to look for also Walters and Owies to get busy in their games. And Burn Jones and Finlayson have been a dynamic duo for the Pirates. And Langford and Bruce to hit the scoreboard as well. Goalfest side of things, Ricky, you could maybe tell us about the Goalfest, what's going on with them this season?
There's a lot of players at Goalfest, and they're going to hit the high seas here and encounter a few Pirates. It's going to be dangerous for them over there in Asia. They're surrounding the Asian islands at the moment, the Pirates, and they're going to get that Goalfest side, and that'll be the end of them. But it's 2024. I'm writing them off for the season, folks. The Goalfest are done.
Yeah, they're not doing well with Goalfest. Look, they've had 2 straight losses in a row. Chol and McDonald also are played some good form there. But anyway, Toby Green, we'll look for him to get into some form as we've got some spectators coming through. But I'm going to be tipping the informed Pirate side, who are much fitter, by 39 points. What about you, Ricky? What was your tip?
I've already forgotten who's playing.
It was the Pirates and the Goalfest, Rick.
The Pirates, yeah. No, I think I tipped them before.
How much by?
50.
50, done. Right, our last game of this gather round fixture is between the 4-0 Stars on top of the ladder against the Funky Balls,
the
who
Stars
absolutely
going very well.
The Balls absolutely squashed the Quiche last week by 1 point, just with a lovely Jeremy Cameron hand pass that cost him the victory. So, Josh Tracy in great form. Harry Jones actually didn't look any good the past couple of seasons. Had some injuries, but has played some good football for the Bulls. And Harry McKay, he's kicked multiples in every game.
Hasn't he learned to kick this year, Harry McKay?
He's
finally learned to mark it, kick straight.
Doesn't do any of these silly 15-metre snaps anymore. For some reason, he's kicking straight through the middle. For me, Hogan and Riccardi also returns. But to go, he needs to hit the scoreboard. I think
Or he hits someone else out of the nightclub.
Yeah, very good. And what about for the Stars outfit? Well, for the Stars, they've got Rochelle tonight. They've got Danaher and McCarthy, and 1 goal each last week. We're a little bit off, but I'm expecting them to bounce back. Marshall, plenty of opportunities. And Callum Brown did nothing last game. Well, and last week had a bye, so he's been useless for 2 weeks. So I'm expecting Callum Brown.
5 in the first round,
He's been a little bit quiet since. But Callum Brown, he's going to be looking for a great game this week. And Elliot and my check, he's going to kick a multiple as well. My prediction this game is I'm going to be looking at the who am I tipping? I'm just trying to remember who I tipped in this game.
I don't know either.
Who have I tipped? I don't know who I tipped. Don't know. I think I'm going to be tipping.
Let's forget about that game.
Let's forget about it. We're done. We're done with that game.
No,
it's going to be close. It's going to be a close one. But anyway, look, no, Stars for me. They're the informed team. They're 4-0 for a reason. Stars get up by 12 points.
High five for me to make it their 5th win to start 2024.
Beautiful. Close up. Who's best with the fest? Our top 5. This is our new segment for the season.
What a segment.
We're going to start from going from number 5 all the way to number 1 up the top. I've got Stringer, a player that the Goalfest hasn't been a fan of. But geez, he came to play in that last quarter last week.
Real pick.
He was a match winner last quarter, kicking a couple of really clutch goals. He's kicked 10 for the season. I don't know how he's got to 10th, but Stringer makes 5.
Not bad.
At number 4 is one of Ricky's mates, Tom Hawkins at 4. He's kicked 2 bags of 4 in his last 2 games, and he's looking pretty good for how old is he now? About 36, 37?
35, 36.
Yeah, he looks really good. Tom Hawkins doesn't slow down at all. Kicking straight. Hawkins is my number 4. Number 3, Bailey Fritsch, 11 goals. Has kicked 2 crucial goals. He is a player of the quiche, and I think he's also a player of, I don't know, in the other
Free smoke.
He's a free smoke and a quiche, but Bailey Fritsch kicked
2
crucial last quarter goals last week to win them the game. So he makes it number 3. At number 2 is Harry McKay. We did lord him up before.
Not number 1?
Number 2.
Yeah, your number 1 would want to be good.
It's still Jesse Hogan. It is still Jesse. He's still the best forward in the comp. Although I do got a feeling this week that McKay may surpass him. So
Hogan, send your feedback into the best.
Yeah, send the feedback.
Stephen.gmario.com.au and bag him.
I've still got Hogan at number 1. I still think he's going to kick 3 or 4 this week, and that is why it's my number 1. That is Who's the Best with Vest. Thank you for listening.